Have you ever felt a strange chill run through your body and wondered if it was more than just the air around you? What if I told you that unseen forces might already be standing closer than you imagine, whispering to you in ways most people never recognize? The truth is, signs of their presence do not last forever, and if you miss them in the moment, they may never return. Imagine walking through your home and suddenly spotting a single white feather where it has no reason to be. On the floor of your car, on your kitchen counter, even on a crowded city street. This is not chance. This is a direct message, a gentle but urgent reminder that you are watched over. These feathers are not random. They are beacons of hope, whispers of protection, proof that you are not abandoned. And yet, most people walk past them, blind to what they mean. Now think of the sudden ringing in your ears, that sharp high tone with no explanation. What if it is not your body, but a call from something higher? A signal designed to snap you out of routine and force you to listen. A wake-up that demands your attention before it fades away. And then, the flashes of light, the mysterious orbs captured in photos. Quick bursts that appear in the corner of your vision. These are not accidents. They are invitations. Open doors between what you see and what you cannot. They come without warning and vanish just as quickly. Each one is a reminder that guidance is near, but only if you are willing to notice. The signs are there. The question is, will you open your eyes before they disappear? And now, let me ask you something deeper. Have you ever wondered why your life feels like it is running in circles? As if you are repeating the same days, the same mistakes, while the clock keeps ticking? Do you feel like events are slipping out of your control, as if an invisible current is dragging you somewhere you never chose to go? What if the real power to shape your life has been inside you, all along, waiting for you to wake up and claim it? What if your mind is not just a passive witness, but the very architect of your reality? You are not powerless. You are not a passenger. You are the builder. You are the sculptor. You are the creator. Your thoughts are not small. They are seeds. Every belief you hold, every image you picture, every story you repeat to yourself, plants a seed that grows into the world you walk through tomorrow. When you think of failure, you build failure. When you think of freedom, you build freedom. This is not philosophy. This is biology. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows that your brain fires the same chemical and electrical patterns, whether an event has already happened or is only imagined. Your cells respond to your thoughts as if they are real. Your body rehearses your future before it arrives. Belief is not just belief. Belief is instruction. Belief is blueprint. This is why some people rise after losing everything, while others sink deeper. It is not luck. It is not chance. It is consciousness at work. Picture a businessman in America who lost every dollar he had. His company collapsed. His reputation burned. He was left with nothing but his thoughts. In that moment of ruin, he did something radical. He rewrote the story inside his head. He stopped thinking like a victim and began to picture himself as a builder again. He began to train his mind to feel as if the success he wanted was already his. Slowly, reality followed thought. Within years, he rebuilt a multi-million-dollar company from nothing. The facts changed after the story changed. This is not magic. This is the power of a conscious architect. And you are no different. You are standing at the same threshold now. You can continue living the story you inherited, or you can write a new one. But the window does not stay open forever. Every day you delay, you strengthen the old story. Every day you act, you build the new one. The choice is now. This moment, this breath, this thought. Ask yourself right now, what world am I creating? With the thoughts I repeat, are you feeding the life you want or the life you fear? Do you dare to believe in your own power before another day slips away? You do not have to force it. You only have to decide. Decide to hold a thought of freedom. Decide to hold a thought of strength. Decide to see yourself as the creator instead of the victim. And as you do it, your brain will follow. Your cells will follow. Your reality will follow. This is not about positive thinking for the sake of it. This is about taking back the brush that paints your future. This is about waking up to the truth that you have always been the one building the walls around. You and you can just as easily build doors. You are not alone in this. The same unseen forces that drop feathers in your path are standing ready to amplify the reality you choose. But they will not choose for you. They will only magnify what you send out. Right now, in this very instant, you are sending out a signal. Is it a signal of fear or a signal of power? Is it a signal of doubt or a signal of destiny? You can shift it. You can shift it right here. Breathe. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the power humming inside your chest. This is your ignition. This is your beginning. The story you tell yourself today will be the ground you stand on tomorrow. So do not wait. Do not drift. Act, choose, create, speak it out. Claim it. Say it in your heart. Say it in the comments. Say it to the air around you. I am the creator. When you write those words, you are not just typing. You are carving a new groove into your mind. You are giving your cells new orders. You are aligning yourself with the forces that have been trying to reach you. You are stepping out of the circle and into your path. And as you do, watch what happens. Watch the coincidences gather. Watch the doors open. Watch the reality you once only imagined begin to take form in front of your eyes. The signs have been there all along. The question is, will you answer them? Now? Will you step into the role you were born to play? Or will you wait and watch as another chance slips away? Breathe. Decide. Create. This is your moment. This is your power. This is your life. Hai bien yuen luen ti kin tu. Ingay bei gig ji. Bin kit di. Quai nang bin trong im chin. If you had the power to change everything, would you dare to believe in yourself now? Inside you, there is a fire that has never gone out. Can you feel it? That quiet burning force that refuses to die, no matter how many storms you have faced. Have you forgotten it while searching for strength in other people, in circumstances, in things outside of you? The truth is simple. The strength you are chasing has always lived within. The question is, will you dare to uncover it now? Think about it. How many times have you believed that luck or chance decides your future? How many times have you told yourself you are powerless without help, without approval, without something? More? What if that belief has been the only chain holding you back? What if the key to everything you want has been hidden in plain sight, burning inside your chest? You do not need luck. You need courage. You do not need chance. You need choice. Real power is not given to you. Real power is not found outside. Real power is forged in fire, in pain, in the moments you thought you could not go on, and yet you did. Your inner strength is not fragile. It is born from the darkness you have survived. Carl Jung said it clearly. The one who holds light must also know his own darkness. Do you know yours? Have you looked it in the eye? Have you faced the shadows that whisper you are not enough? Until you do, you will keep searching outside for the strength that was waiting for you within. Picture this. A soldier returned from war, broken, haunted, his nights filled with terror, his days with silence. PTSD consumed him, convinced him that his fire had gone out. But did it? No. Deep inside, the flame still burned. He turned inward. He began to meditate, to breathe, to write every thought, every fear, every fragment of memory into a journal. Day after day, word after word. Slowly, the chaos inside turned into clarity. Slowly, the fire grew brighter. That same man who once felt crushed under invisible weight became a speaker in front of thousands. His story now lights fires in others who thought theirs had died. Do you see the truth? Strength was never outside. It was always inside. He simply chose to awaken it. And you can too. The fire in you has never left. It may be buried. It may be dim. But it is alive, waiting. Every time you doubted yourself, it whispered. Every time you failed, it flickered. Every time you survived another day, it burned. You are stronger than you have been told, stronger than you have believed. The trials you have endured were not meant to extinguish you. They were meant to forge you. Iron only becomes steel when tested by flame. And you, right now, are standing in your own forge. So ask yourself, will you let the fire stay hidden, untapped, wasted? Or will you finally breathe into it, feed it, claim it as yours? This is not theory. This is not wishful thinking. This is your life calling you to rise. The world does not need another imitation. The world needs you alive, lit from within, unstoppable. Every challenge you face is a chance to prove what you already carry. Every obstacle is not a wall, but a mirror, showing you the strength you forgot you had. And now, you cannot ignore it. Because now you know. Feel it. Right now. Put your hand over your heart. That steady beat is proof. Proof that your fire is still burning. Proof that you are not done. Proof that you still have more to give, more to fight for, more to create. Do not look away. This is your reminder. This is your wake-up. In this moment, you can choose to step into your power. You can choose to stop waiting for someone else to hand it to you. You can choose to stop pretending you are weak. This is not about being fearless. This is about being brave enough to walk forward even when fear is loud. This is about knowing the fire inside you is greater than the storm outside you. You are not fragile. You are fierce. You are not empty. You are full. You are not broken. You are building. And the more you accept this, the stronger you become. Others may doubt you. Others may try to define you. But only you know the truth. Only you can choose to let your fire grow. Only you can decide that today is the day you stop searching outside and start owning what is already yours. So let this be that moment. Let this be the line in the sand. You no longer say, I am weak. You no longer say, I am waiting. You say, I am strong. You say, I am ready. You say, I choose the fire. Because it was never gone. It was never lost. It was only waiting for you. And as you hear these words, feel the shift inside. Feel the power moving through you. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it. Take it. Claim it. Use it. Right now. Hai nan like niu, bentin vao cc mi nui tchin emchin, engay kong pik ne. And then ask yourself, what will happen if you truly touch that fire? Have you ever promised yourself that tomorrow you will start, only to wake up and realize that tomorrow never came? How many times have you whispered, I will do it later, and later turned into weeks, months, even years? Be honest. How many dreams have you buried under the weight of delay? This is not a small habit. This is the greatest thief of your future. Procrastination steals silently. It does not break down the door. It whispers gently, telling you there is more time, telling you that waiting is safe. But every day you wait, your dream grows colder. Every day you delay, your strength fades. The truth is simple. Time does not wait for you. Life does not pause. And the longer you stay still, the harder it becomes to move. So let me ask you, what is it costing you to wait? What is the price of postponing the life you could be living right now? Research by Piers Steele at the University of Calgary reveals that more than 95% of students procrastinate on important tasks. And what follows? Regret. Regret is the shadow of delay. Regret is the weight of choices never made. Regret is the voice that asks, why did I not start when I could? Do you want that voice haunting you 10 years from now? Imagine this. A young woman in America had a vision. She dreamed of starting her own company, of building something she could call her own. But she said not today, not yet. She said it for 7 years. 7 years of excuses. 7 years of waiting for the perfect time. 7 years of delay. Until one day she realized tomorrow was never coming. She took one step, just one, and then another. Today, she is the CEO of a thriving startup. Do you see the difference? The dream did not change. The only change was action. Action turned delay into destiny. And now I turn it back to you. What dream have you delayed? What vision have you silenced? What idea have you locked away, waiting for a tomorrow that never arrives? The fire you feel in your chest right now is proof. Proof that you are meant for more. Proof that you are not done. But the fire will not last forever if you keep ignoring it. Do not tell yourself you will begin when it is easier. It will never be easier. Do not wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Right here, right now. This is the moment. And if you do not act, this moment will vanish. And with it, the chance to change everything. Feel the urgency in these words. Let it shake you. Let it break the spell of delay that has kept you asleep. You have been waiting for a sign. This is it. This is the knock on your door. This is the call to rise. Procrastination is not just laziness. It is fear dressed as comfort. It is safety dressed as silence. It is the lie that says you can always begin later. But later is a trap. Later is the enemy. Later is the graveyard where dreams go to die. You have carried your dream long enough. You have thought about it long enough. Now you must act, because action is the cure. Action is the sword that cuts through delay. Action is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Even the smallest step matters. One phone call, one page written, one decision made. That is how change begins. Not with tomorrow, not with someday, with now. Do not underestimate the power of a single step. That single step can start momentum. And momentum can carry you further than you ever imagined. You are standing at the edge of your future. The path is clear. The question is, will you step forward or keep standing still? The world is not waiting for your perfection. The world is waiting for your action. Your dream is waiting for your action. Your life is waiting for your action. And if you keep waiting, you will look back one day with the heaviest regret of all. Not regret for what you did, but regret for what you never even tried. Do not let that be your story. Do not let your dream become a memory of what could have been. Right now, you can change the ending. Right now, you can write a new beginning. Feel the power in this moment. Breathe it in, claim it, and act. This is your chance. This is your life. This is your time. Do not let delay steal it from you again. Comment right now. No more delay to bind yourself to action. Speak it, write it, claim it, because when you do, you declare war on procrastination. You declare the end of waiting. You declare that today, not tomorrow, is the day you begin. So tell me, do you want to know the secret to breaking procrastination in an instant? The secret is this. You already know what to do. The only missing piece is to do it. The question is, will you? Fear is only an illusion of the future you have not yet lived. Let that sink in. How many times have you stood at the edge of an opportunity, your heart racing, your hands shaking, only to step back because fear whispered you were not ready? How many doors have you left unopened, not because they were locked, but because fear convinced you not to turn the handle? Fear is clever. Fear dresses itself as protection. It pretends to keep you safe. But what it really does is build invisible walls that keep you trapped inside a life smaller than the one you were meant to live. Ask yourself this: what would your life look like if fear had never stopped you? What dreams would already be real? What chances would you have taken? What experiences would you already carry? The truth is shocking. Research from Harvard reveals that 85% of the things we fear never actually happen. Did you hear that? 85%. That means most of your fear is smoke and mirrors. It is imagination, not reality. And yet, how much of your life has it already stolen? How many moments of joy, success, connection have been delayed because fear whispered no? Do you realize how powerful that is? Fear lives in your mind, not in your future. It feeds on what might happen, not what will happen. And you, right now, have the power to cut its strings. Let me tell you a story. There was an American actor, talented but terrified. The thought of stepping onto a stage filled him with dread. His chest tightened. His palms sweated. He was convinced the audience would see his fear, laugh at his mistakes, tear him apart. For years, he hid behind excuses, avoiding auditions, avoiding the spotlight that was meant for him. Until one day he made a choice. He walked into the fear instead of away from it. He stepped onto that stage trembling, but he did it anyway. And something miraculous happened. The fear began to fade. The more he faced it, the weaker it became. Today, that same man is a Broadway star, captivating audiences night after night, his voice carrying through theaters with strength that once seemed impossible. What changed? Not the fear itself. Fear never truly disappears. What changed was him. He stopped letting fear decide. He stopped letting fear control his steps. And in doing so, he stepped into the life he was always meant to live. And now, I turn the question to you. How long will you let fear hold the pen to your story? How long will you let an illusion dictate your choices? If 85% of what you fear will never happen, what are you really running from? Yourself? Your potential? Your greatness? Imagine the regret of looking back one day and realizing that fear, nothing more than shadows in your mind, was the reason you never lived fully. Do not let that be your story. You have more inside you than fear will ever allow you to see. You have strength. You have courage. You have the fire to step through the illusion and claim what is yours. Feel the urgency in these words. This is not a game. This is your life. The opportunity in front of you may not come again. The dream waiting for you may not wait forever. If you keep listening to fear, you will watch chance after chance pass you by. But if you step forward, even trembling, you will see that fear shrinks when faced. Fear is loud before the leap, but silent after the landing. And you deserve that silence. You deserve the freedom of knowing you did not let fear win. So what will you do? Will you keep living under the weight of shadows? Or will you step into the light that has always been yours? Take this moment. Make it the moment you refuse to let fear control you any longer. Feel your breath. Feel your heart. That beating in your chest is proof you are alive, proof you are ready, proof that fear has not won yet. Share this message. Share it to declare that fear no longer controls us. Share it so others who are trapped in the same illusion can see the truth. Share it because together we can break free. And as you share, ask yourself one final question. If you ignored fear completely, if you set it aside right now, what would you do today? What bold step would you take? What dream would you chase? What life would you create if fear no longer had a voice? The answer is already inside you. The only question left is, will you act on it now? When you live true to yourself, you are touching your higher self. Let me ask you, how many times have you hidden your truth just to be accepted? How many times have you silenced your voice, twisted your smile, or bent your spirit just to fit into the mold others expected of you? And at the end of those days, did you feel whole? Or did you feel hollow? The truth is, every time you betray your authenticity, you give away a piece of your soul. And sooner or later, you wake up and realize you no longer recognize the person staring back at you in the mirror. So here's the question you cannot avoid. Are you living for yourself? Or are you performing for everyone else? Authenticity is not a luxury. Authenticity is the foundation of real happiness. Without it, everything else collapses. Fame feels empty. Success feels fake. Even love feels fragile when it is not rooted in truth. With it, everything changes. You breathe deeper. You love fuller. You live freer. The world tells you to hide, to polish, to present a version of yourself that is flawless and safe. But deep down, you know, real connection does not come from perfection. Real connection comes from vulnerability, from showing who you are, even when it feels terrifying. Research by Brené Brown at the University of Houston has proven it. Vulnerability and authenticity are not weaknesses. They are the bedrock of human connection. People do not bond with masks. They bond with truth. They bond with the courage to say, here I am, with all my cracks and flaws, and I am still worthy. But do you have that courage? Or are you still hiding? Let me tell you about a woman in America who chose differently. She was an author, but she struggled in silence. She feared her imperfections made her unworthy of respect. For years she covered her weaknesses, presenting only strength. But it was not until she admitted the truth, until she confessed her fears, her shame, her struggles, that everything changed. Her words became real. Her story became powerful. Her life became global. By revealing her most fragile truths, she became a symbol of strength. She touched hearts not because she was perfect, but because she was authentic. And you, right now, are standing at the same crossroads. You can keep living the performance, or you can choose to live the truth. Do not underestimate the cost of faking it. Every time you hide your real self, you pay with your peace, with your joy, with your soul. And yet the world is starving for people who dare to be real. Do you not see it? Everywhere, people are searching for authenticity, for voices that do not echo, but sing in their own tone. That could be you. That should be you. But it will never be you if you keep denying the higher self that is already calling. The higher self is not another person. It is you without the chains. It is you without the lies. It is you without the endless need to please. It is the self you were born to become. And it is waiting for you to stop shrinking, waiting for you to stop apologizing, waiting for you to step fully into who you are. So let me ask you again, how many times have you abandoned your true self just to be accepted? And was it worth it? Or did it leave you longing for more? You know the answer. And the good news is, you can choose differently now. You can stop betraying yourself. You can stop living for the applause of others. You can start living for the approval of your own soul. That is the only applause that matters. Imagine the freedom of speaking your truth without fear. Imagine the strength of standing in your flaws and knowing they make you real, not weak. Imagine the joy of being fully seen, fully known, and fully loved, not for who you pretend to be, but for who you really are. That is the life authenticity offers. And it begins the moment you decide to stop hiding. This is your call. This is your chance. Do not let it pass. Every second you spend living for someone else is a second stolen from your real life. Do not waste another one. Choose authenticity. Choose your higher self. Choose truth. And when you do, watch how the right people, the right opportunities, the right energy flow toward you. Because the universe does not reward masks. It rewards truth. The higher self has been whispering to you all along. Will you listen? Or will you keep pretending? The decision is yours. The power is yours. The moment is now. Comment right now. I live true to declare you choose authenticity in this moment. Feel it. Own it. Claim it. Because when you do, you align with the highest version of yourself. And that is the version the world has been waiting for. Life only changes when you act right now. Do you feel that? The pulse in your chest, the whisper in your mind, the pull telling you this is the moment. How many times have you said, not today? How many times have you told yourself later? Later has stolen more dreams than failure ever could. Later is the cage that keeps you trapped in the same place year after year. So let me ask you, how many more chances will you let slip away while you wait for the perfect time? Here is the truth. There is no perfect time. There is only now. This breath, this heartbeat, this moment. And once it passes, it is gone forever. Seneca said it best. While we wait for life, life passes. Do you see it? Every second you delay is a second you never get back. Time does not pause. Opportunities do not linger. They vanish. And the only question left is, will you take them or will you watch them disappear? Picture this. A young man in America was stuck in his routine. Safe, predictable, comfortable. But inside, he felt restless, trapped in a cycle that was slowly killing his spirit. One day, he stopped waiting. He bought a one-way plane ticket. He left behind everything familiar. No plan, no certainty. Just a decision to act. That single choice changed his life. Today, he is a travel blogger known around the world, inspiring thousands with his adventures. What made the difference? Not luck, not timing. Action. Action in the moment. Action without waiting. And that same chance stands before you now. You do not need more time. You need courage. You do not need more certainty. You need a decision. Ask yourself, what dream are you delaying? What door have you left closed because you keep telling yourself tomorrow? Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow never comes. The only thing that comes is today, and what you do with it. Do not mistake hesitation for safety. Hesitation is surrender. Hesitation is the quiet killer of potential. You know what you want. You know what you have been avoiding. You feel it burning inside right now. That is the signal. That is the fire. And if you ignore it, it will fade. Do not let it fade. This is the moment that defines you. The world does not reward waiting. It rewards action. Life does not bend for the cautious. It bends for the bold. Every transformation begins the same way, with a choice, a step, a decision to act now instead of waiting. And you are standing at that exact edge. So what will you do? Will you keep scrolling, keep drifting, keep postponing the life you could already be living? Or will you claim it? This is not about perfection. This is not about knowing every step ahead. This is about stepping forward when the path is not clear. Because clarity comes from movement, not from waiting. Freedom comes from action, not from delay. And your higher self is already calling you forward. Hear it, feel it, trust it. The life you want is on the other side of hesitation. The future you dream of is waiting for you to choose it. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, right now. Do not let another moment slip through your fingers. Do not look back one day wishing you had started sooner. This is your time. This is your opening. This is your chance. Like the young man who bought that one-way ticket, you must take the leap, because safety is not safety. Safety is slow death. Growth is risk. Action is life. So breathe deep. Feel the urgency. Let it ignite you. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Like and comment right now, to declare you have chosen action. To declare that today is the day you break free from waiting. To declare that you will not miss your chance again. Because life only changes when you act right now. So tell me, are you ready to turn this moment into your turning point? Everyone carries a scar, and it is that scar that makes us more beautiful. Let me ask you, how many times have you looked at your own flaws and felt ashamed? How many times have you hidden your wounds, believing they made you less, believing they made you weak? But what if the truth is the opposite? What if your scars are not marks of weakness, but proof of survival? Proof that you endured, that you rose, that you lived through what tried to break you. Think about it. Every scar has a story, and every story has the power to connect us in ways perfection never could. You do not connect with flawless masks. You connect with real hearts, real struggles, real pain, and yes, real scars. Positive psychology, led by Martin Seligman, confirms this truth. Vulnerability is not a liability. Vulnerability is the doorway to the deepest human connection. When you show your wounds, you give others permission to show theirs. When you reveal your scars, you remind others they are not alone. And in that moment, connection becomes healing. But are you brave enough to be real? Or are you still hiding? Imagine this. A woman in America carried a secret. She battled depression in silence for years. She smiled in public, but inside she was drowning. Until one day, she made a choice. She shared her story. She admitted her pain. She revealed her scars to the world. And do you know what happened? Thousands of people reached out. Thousands said her honesty saved their lives. Her courage became their light. Her scars became her strength. And her story became a lifeline for others. Do you see? The very thing she thought made her broken became the very thing that made her powerful. And the same is true for you. Your imperfections are not chains. They are bridges. They connect you to others. They remind you that you are human. They remind you that you are alive. So why are you still hiding them? Why are you still pretending to be flawless when your truth is the most powerful gift you have to give? The world does not need your mask. The world needs your story. The world needs your scars. Because your scars say, I survived. Your scars say, I endured. Your scars say, I am still here. And that is what others need to hear. That is what others need to feel. So let me ask you again, how many times have you buried your truth just to look perfect? And did it make you feel whole? Or did it make you feel empty? You know the answer. Deep down, you know. And you also know that the path to freedom is not found in hiding. It is found in revealing, in daring to say, this is me, with all my scars, and I am not ashamed. That is courage. That is authenticity. That is strength. Your scars are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of a deeper one. A story that connects. A story that inspires. A story that heals. But only if you let it be told. Only if you stop hiding. Only if you choose to share it. So here is the moment of truth. Will you keep covering your scars, or will you wear them as proof of the battles you have fought and the strength you carry? The choice is yours, and it is urgent, because every day you hide, someone else is waiting for the story that could save them. Someone else is waiting to hear that they are not alone, and your scars could be the very message they need. Do not underestimate the power of your pain. Do not underestimate the strength of your survival. What once hurt, you can now heal others, but only if you choose to share. So feel the weight of this moment. Feel the truth rising in you. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not less. You are more. You are stronger. You are alive. And your scars are the proof. Show them. Share them. Let them shine. Because in that act of vulnerability, you create connection. You create healing. You create meaning. And in doing so, you step into a higher version of yourself. A version that no longer hides. A version that no longer apologizes. A version that knows scars are not the end, but the beginning. So let me ask you now, do you see your scars as hidden shame, or do you see them as hidden strength? The answer matters, and the time to decide is now. Drop a heart to show you too believe in connection through scars, to show you understand, to show you share. Because when you do, you declare that you will no longer hide. You declare that scars are not chains. They are crowns. And you, with every scar, are more than enough. So tell me, do you see that your scars are your hidden power? Your life is like a book, and you are the author. Let me ask you, are you holding the pen, or have you allowed circumstances to write the story for you? How many chapters have been filled with things you never truly wanted, yet you accepted as if you had no choice? And how long will you keep reading a story that does not inspire you? Imagine for a moment that every day is a blank page. Imagine that each choice you make is a sentence, each action a paragraph, each season of your life a chapter. Do you realize what that means? It means the story of your life is not finished. It means the ending has not yet been written. And you, right now, have the power to write something new. But will you? Or will you let someone else hold the pen? Neuroscience reveals something extraordinary. The brain reacts to metaphors as if they are real experiences. When you picture your life as a book, your mind begins to see possibilities it had ignored. When you imagine yourself as the author, your brain fires in patterns that prepare you for action. In other words, what you imagine is not fantasy. It is rehearsal. It is power. So here is the truth. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a storyteller. And the story you choose to tell becomes the reality you live. Do you see the urgency? Every day you delay is another page written without your voice. Every day you hesitate is another paragraph filled with someone else's script. But you can take it back. You can choose to write differently. Let me tell you about a man who proved it. In America, there was once a writer who had nothing, homeless, forgotten, sleeping on benches, wondering if his story was already over. But deep down, he knew he still held the pen. He began to write, in cafes, on scraps of paper, in the quiet corners where nobody noticed him. Page after page, word after word, he poured his truth onto the paper. And what happened? That manuscript became a best-selling book. That book rebuilt his life. That story lifted him out of the shadows and placed him in the light. Do you understand the power in that? He did not wait for permission. He did not wait for perfect conditions. He wrote anyway. And because he did, his story changed. Now the question is, what story are you writing? Are you writing tragedy when you could be writing triumph? Are you writing regret when you could be writing redemption? Are you writing fear when you could be writing freedom? The choice is yours, and the choice is urgent. You cannot turn back the pages already written, but you can choose what happens in the next chapter. You can decide if the story ends in silence or in victory. You can decide if you remain stuck in the same plot, or if you introduce a twist that changes everything. Feel that power. It is in your hands. Do not let it slip away. You are not stuck. You are not finished. You are only in the middle of the book, and the most powerful chapters are the ones still unwritten. So let me ask you again. If today were the first page of a new chapter, what would you write? Would you write courage? Would you write change? Would you write action? Or would you write the same old excuses? Be honest. The pen is already in your hand. Do not drop it. Do not waste it. This is your moment to reclaim authorship of your life. And when you do, you will see how quickly the story shifts. The people around you will change. The opportunities before you will change. Even the way you see yourself will change. Because once you decide to be the author, you are no longer the victim. You are no longer the character written by someone else. You are the creator, and that is who you were meant to be. Breathe this truth in. Feel it in your bones. Say it in your mind. This is my story. This is my book. I choose how it unfolds. That single declaration can change everything, but only if you mean it, only if you act on it. So do not wait. Do not delay. Begin today. Begin now. Write the first line of the new chapter with your actions, with your choices, with your courage. And once you begin, keep writing. Keep shaping. Keep living as the author you are. Comment right now. Tell me, what chapter will you write next? Declare it. Own it. Choose it. Because the world is waiting to read the story only you can tell. And the question left is this. If today is the first page, what will you write? There is a secret that very few people know, and it has the power to change the way you see life. Do you feel it? That nagging sense that something important is slipping through your fingers while others seem to know something you do not? What if I told you that knowledge is not evenly distributed, that some truths are hidden, reserved only for those willing to search, to listen, to act? The world is full of noise, distractions, endless information. Yet among all the noise, there are rare insights, hidden gems, pieces of wisdom that only those who dare to look deeper will ever find. And here is the question. Are you one of them? Or will you stay outside, watching others unlock doors you never tried to open? Neuroscience in marketing shows us something shocking. Scarcity ignites desire. When something feels rare, your brain immediately moves to act. The fear of missing out is not weakness. It is hardwired. It is survival. And if you ignore it, opportunities vanish. Imagine standing at a locked gate. Behind it is a garden of possibility. Only a handful of people know the key. You see them walk in. You watch their lives change. And you stay outside, waiting, hesitating. How long will you wait? How long will you let the moment pass? In America, a young startup founder faced this exact truth. He discovered what he called a tiny secret, a strategy so simple most people overlooked it. But he dared to use it. He applied it at the right moment, while others hesitated. His company exploded. Investors lined up. Customers poured in. And when people finally noticed, the door had already closed. The chance had passed. He held the key because he looked where others didn't. And now you must ask yourself, are you searching for the key, or are you standing idle? Knowledge alone is not enough. It is the willingness to claim it that changes lives. Some truths will not wait for you. Some secrets are only revealed once. If you miss it, it may never return. Feel the urgency. Feel the pull inside you. You are here because you know you are not like everyone else. You sense there is more. You sense that behind ordinary reality lies a layer of extraordinary understanding. But to reach it, you must step in. You must claim it. You must be ready to listen to what most people ignore. Are you ready? Or will you let another chance slip through your hands? Ask yourself, How many times have you watched others succeed while you wondered what they knew that you did not? How many times have you promised to dig deeper, only to be distracted by the noise? This is your moment to break that cycle. This is your invitation into a space not everyone will enter. A space where the rare, the hidden, the exclusive truths live. The truths that change lives. The truths that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. Do not miss this. Do not let it fade. Act now, because this message is not for everyone. It is for you, right here, right now. And the question left for you is this: are you ready to step into the realm of secrets few will ever touch? Or will you stay outside, wishing you had taken the chance? The choice is yours. The clock is ticking, and the door will not stay open forever. Follow now, so you will not miss the next secret waiting just for you. Only when you are truly yourself will the world begin to listen. Have you ever wondered why some voices rise above the noise while others fade into silence? Why some people leave a mark so distinct that no one else could ever replace them? The answer is not luck. It is identity. It is the courage to be different in a world that rewards sameness. And here is the truth. If you blend in, you disappear. If you hide behind imitation, you surrender your power. But if you dare to show your unique voice, if you reveal the raw edges that make you unlike anyone else, then and only then does the world pay attention. Seth Godin once wrote in Purple Cow that difference is not optional, it is survival. In a field of ordinary cows, only the purple one makes you stop and look. Ask yourself, have you been hiding in the herd? Have you been silencing your true voice just to fit into the expectations of others? How many times have you swallowed your words because you feared judgment? And how long will you keep doing it? In America, a YouTuber sat in an old garage with nothing but a cheap camera and a cracked wall behind him. No fancy studio, no expensive equipment, just his own strange, authentic way of telling stories. People laughed at first. They said it looked ridiculous. But then millions tuned in. Millions subscribed. Not because it was polished, but because it was different. Because it was raw. Because it was real. That garage became a stage, and his unique style became impossible to ignore. This is the power of identity. It is not about being perfect. It is about being unmistakably you. Do you see the danger of ignoring this? If you refuse to embrace what makes you different, you risk becoming invisible. You risk living a life where no one ever hears your true song. And what could be more tragic than that? You must ask yourself right now, what is the one thing that sets you apart? What is the quirk, the passion, the flaw that makes you unforgettable? Too often we are told to smooth out our edges, to polish ourselves until we look like everyone else. But that is the path to irrelevance. The edges are where the beauty lives. The cracks are where the light gets in. And the world is not waiting for another copy. The world is waiting for you. Your real self. Your rare voice. The one thing no one else can offer. Think about it. What makes you impossible to replace? What is it that, if you stripped everything else away, would remain as your true fingerprint on this world? Do not underestimate this question. It is the question that defines whether you fade into the background or rise to the surface. The urgency is real. Every day you delay, someone else dares to be different. Someone else takes the spotlight you could have claimed. And once it is gone, it may never come back. This is your moment to step out. This is your chance to declare your difference, to show the world that you are not a copy, you are the original. And when you do, doors open, influence grows, impact follows, because people are not drawn to perfection. They are drawn to authenticity, to courage, to truth. Right now you are being asked to make a choice. Will you keep hiding behind the mask? Or will you step into the light of your true identity? Will you keep chasing approval? Or will you finally claim your own voice? The choice is urgent. The moment is now. Do not wait. Comment one thing that makes you different. Declare it. Stamp it into reality. Begin to carve your identity in front of the world. Because once you do, you will never fade again. And I will leave you with this question. What makes you impossible to replace? Your story told today could be the light that saves someone tomorrow. Have you ever thought about the power hidden in your own words? What if the struggle you lived through, the pain you carried, the lesson you earned, is exactly what someone else needs to hear right now to keep going? Stories are not just memories. Stories are maps. They are bridges between hearts. They are proof that no one is truly alone. And the story you hold inside, you could be the difference between someone giving up or holding on. Imagine this. A young man in America once had nothing. No home, no food, no hope. He lived in the shadows, invisible to the world. But one day, he told his story. Raw, honest, vulnerable. And the world listened. Strangers came forward. Help arrived. His life changed. He rebuilt himself. And now, he is the founder of a charity that helps thousands find their way back from despair. All because he dared to speak. This is the sparkline of every great story. The hook that captures attention. The conflict that reveals the battle. The resolution that offers light in the darkness. Neuroscience confirms it. Chip and Dan Heath proved that emotional stories are remembered 22 times longer than facts. 22 times. That means your story, your words, can outlast statistics, data, even time itself. So let me ask you this. If you shared your story today, what would the world remember about you? Would they remember your courage? Your resilience? Your truth? Or would they never know because you stayed silent? This is not the time to hold back. This is the moment to give your voice to the world. Because your story is not just yours. It belongs to every person who needs it. Every person who is searching for a sign that survival is possible. That transformation is real. That light exists. And you can be that sign. Feel the urgency now. Every second you wait is another second someone is left in the dark. But when you share, you pass the torch. You ignite hope. You build connection. And you remind others that they too can rise. So here's my call to you. Comment your story. Share your truth. Like this message if you feel the fire inside you stirring. And subscribe so you do not miss the next step in this journey. Because what we are building here is not just content. It is a movement of voices. Voices that refuse to be silenced. Voices that dare to inspire. And your voice is needed. Yes, yours. The scars you carry. The lessons you earned. The moments you survived. They matter. They have weight. They have power. Do not underestimate them. Do not bury them. Release them. Let them breathe. Let them guide. You do not know whose life you could save with a single story, but you will never find out unless you tell it. This is the moment. This is your turning point. Your story is waiting to be told, and the world is waiting to listen. Do not keep it locked away. Do not keep it hidden. Let it out. Share it now. And when you do, you will discover something extraordinary. That in giving your story, you gain strength. That in offering your truth, you claim freedom. And that in helping others, you finally step into your highest self. So I ask you again, if you told your story today, what would the world remember? The answer begins with you, and the choice begins right now.